Everyone, please stand for the presentation of the colors.
Honor guard. Hold. Left. Hey. Present. Hold.
I'll pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order. Off. Right. Face. Over. March.
Thank you. You may be seated.
Good morning. My name is Captain Pete Petrie. I'd like to welcome you all to the graduation and thank you all for coming, particularly the families and Chief Tucker, North Little Rock Fire, and Captain Miller. Thank you for joining us. Dr. Meyer from the college, thank you also. We appreciate you sharing your family with us and allowing us this opportunity to help them further their careers and start new careers. And they've just started a very long journey and a lifelong, committed themselves to being lifelong learners. So congratulations on that. Thank you all.
Good morning. Today I'll be reading the parable of the Good Samaritan. It's going to be Luke 11:25 through 37. On one occasion, an expert in the law stood up to test Jesus. "Teacher," he asked, what must I do to inherit eternal life?" "What is written in the law?" he replied. "How do you read it?" He answered, "Love the Lord, your God, with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength and with all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself." "You have answered correctly," Jesus replied. "Do this and you will live." But he wanted to justify himself, so he asked Jesus, "And who is my neighbor?" In reply, Jesus said, "A man was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho when he fell into the hands of the robbers. They stripped him from his clothes, beat him, and went away, leaving him half dead. A priest happened to be going down the same road, and when he saw the man, he passed by on the other side. So too, a Levite, when he came to the place and saw him and passed by the other side. But a Samaritan, as he traveled, came where the man was, and when he saw him, he took pity on him. He went to him and bandaged his wounds, pouring on oil and wine. He went on the man on his own donkey and took him to an inn and took care of him. The next day, he took out 2 silver coins and gave them to the innkeeper. 'Look after him,' he said, 'and when I return, I will reimburse you for any extra expense you will have.' Which of these 3 do you think was a neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of the robbers?" The expert in the law replied, "The one who had mercy on him." Jesus told him, "Go and do likewise." Thank you.
We always share that story, and you may ask, why does that Bible story show up in a graduation like this? And it's believed that that's really an example of a first responder, maybe the first responder. It's that person who, without judgment, came along somebody and took care of them. And these folks that have joined this is really what it's about. In our very divided world, And when people choose sides over everything, it's interesting because this group of people are the folks who say no matter what, and I use the phrase sometimes and I hope you understand it, whether you're the shooter or the shootee, it really doesn't matter. Because if you draw us, we become your advocate. We'll let everybody else figure out the rest of the stuff. But at the point of need, we're there to take care of it without judgment, without trying to figure out what was right or wrong about the situation. Our job is to simply minister at the point of need. And that's what these folks have done. I tell you, I appreciate this group. I will say this honestly, that not every class is a fun class. And this class has been a fun class.
I'm pretty good.
And so I really enjoyed getting to know them.
I'm pretty good.
There's a story that I tell, and I think it'll be appropriate. I want you to know something. In fact, not every year I've shared this, and when I found that I didn't, I was told that I needed to. So let me share this with you today. I am the grandfather of 10 grandkids, 9 boys and 1 little girl. And of my grandchildren, I have 2 that are on the spectrum. Axton is my oldest grandson, and so we learned of him being on the spectrum pretty early. Alarms set him off, and so I remember one time there was a fire alarm at Francis Allen School, and it was a pretty big event if you've ever had a kid on the spectrum. And so later on, there was a fire alarm at his school, and I heard about it. I knew it was going on. In fact, there was a big fire response. It was over in North Little Rock. And I responded to that fire for 2 reasons. One, it was my job, and number 2 is I knew I had a grandson there who needed help. And so I remember pulling up on the scene and looking for my boy, who I knew was going to have problems with that fire alarm going off. And when I got there, the supervisor said, "I think I know what you're looking for. He's over in the supervisor's truck." And here's what happened. Big Axton came out of the school. He spotted that truck, and he knew that that truck represented safety. And so without knowing the supervisor, it didn't matter. He went to that safe spot. The supervisor recognized him, gave him his phone, and he was fine until I showed up to take care of him. I share that story with you for this other reason. Is that being a part of this, you will learn, the rest of you, the families now, is that white truck with those stripes means something. It does mean a safe place. It's a safe place that now your family members are entering aid. And we're so thankful that you're a part of this big family with us. We appreciate you.
Good morning, everybody. I see some familiar faces and some new faces as well. So if you'll allow me just a moment to introduce myself and the fellow staff at the training department. I am Lieutenant James Stumbaugh. I'm an instructor here with MEMS. We also have Captain Pete Petrie, who you just met, Lieutenant John Cressy, Lieutenant Brandon Hooper, and the glue that holds this whole department together, Sergeant Michelle Bentley. Unfortunately, our director, Major Clayton Goddard, couldn't be here with us today. He's out of town, but he's here with us in spirit. So here at the MEMS EMS Academy, we're fortunate enough to be partnered with our good friends at South Arkansas College down in El Dorado. So through this partnership, we're fortunate enough to be able to offer usually 3 EMT classes and a paramedic class every year. So this is fairly unique in our field. It's not all that common that an ambulance company holds their own initial licensure classes. It's expensive, it takes a lot of resources, but we believe that it's well worth the cost. So this allows us to make sure that everybody who passes through our academies have all the skills and the training that they need to live up to the MEMS standard. Rookie 47 is, of course, no exception to this rule, but I would argue that they are an exceptional class. Except for one right there. So in this class, we have students from all walks of life. We have a missionary, a former college cheerleader, a firefighter. We have students from all over the state, some students from out of state. Some of our students are parents, and some of our students still live with their parents. But despite this diversity and all of their differences, they were able to come together and achieve a common and worthwhile goal. So, to Rookie 47, the classes that follow you will have some big shoes to fill. And though this marks the end of your EMT program, I hope it's not the end of your education. Over the next couple of weeks, y'all will have the opportunity to learn how to actually be an EMT during your orientation from your field training officers. And maybe I'll even see you guys back in the classroom in a future paramedic class. But wherever life takes you, I hope that the skills and the education that you learned here with us will continue to prove useful, and that it'll be a time in your life that you look back on with fond memories. So Rookie 47, it has been a privilege to call you all my students, and it's a bigger privilege to now call you my colleagues. So thank you all in attendance for your support, and congratulations to Rookie 47.
Good morning. I promise to only take a minute. So I'm from South Arkansas College down in El Dorado. I'm Cindy Meyer. And we just want to say thank you for being our students as well. We are extremely happy to be your partner down there, maybe a little bit quieter partner. But trust me, we think of you often. And we are very glad that you chose to take this either turn in your career and in your education, or to start your education this way. I will, of course, echo everyone else that says, please continue your education in what you feel is best and right, but take some time to grow into the position you are now in. Again, I can't thank you enough for being willing to take the time and effort to be at this point and to be a graduate today. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. The last 10 weeks for the Rookie 47 class have been full of many hours of hard work and dedication, discipline, and various emotions, whether it was happiness, confusion, anxiety, the list goes on. I believe that a part of life is going through all these emotions. Life is just kind of like priapism sweep. So, sometimes you have your ups, sometimes you have your downs. As long as you surround yourself with the right set of friends, I think you'll be all right. And you can get through just about anything, including a Cressy lecture and Clayton's workouts. I want to thank all of our instructors for being so patient and for motivating us and for teaching us everything that we've learned these past 10 weeks. I know we've been a lot to tolerate at times, but y'all never gave up on us, and we were very appreciative of that. Even through all the fun that we've had, I think I can speak for the majority of us whenever I say I'm glad that this chapter has ended, and as we turn to the next, I want to say to my fellow classmates, I hope that even after we start working that we can remain close. I'm proud of every one of y'all, and I wish nothing but success in our career and for everyone's career. And I want y'all to remember this quote: take pride in how far you've come, have faith in how far you can go, but don't forget to enjoy the journey along the way. Stand tall, be proud. We've done this.
Alex, thank you for those kind words. Thank you. Well done. Hello, everyone. My name is Brandon. I am fortunate and honored to be one of the instructors in the MEMS EMS Academy. I myself am a graduate of MEMS Rookie Program. I can speak to a little bit of what these folks have gone through over the last few months. I don't, however, quite have the words to be able to express that to you. It's something that you've really got to see for yourself. So in the future, if any of y'all are interested in becoming EMTs, our Human Resources Department is here. Please have a chat with them before you leave in the snack area out there. That'd be super. Congratulations, y'all. I have not had the opportunity yet to say that to the group. So, well done. You all have worked extremely hard to get to this point. None of you would have made it this far had you not. It takes a tremendous amount of hard work, dedication, and sacrifice, along with some metaphorical and sometimes literal blood, sweat, and tears. But y'all made it to the end. This is exciting. This is worth a celebration. I'm very proud of each and every one of you for how far you've come and how much you've grown. And I'm excited to see how you're going to grow in the future. Now, the reason that I stand before y'all today is a part of tradition. We like to set aside a little bit of time in the graduation ceremony where we call out one of our own. We expect a lot out of all of you as you go through EMT school. It's hard work. There's a lot to do. One of you stands out among your peers. Academic excellence is the expectation that we place. And this person delivered more than anyone. So without any further ado or any more flowery language on my part, I would like everyone in attendance to join me in a big congratulations and a round of applause for our MEMS Rookie 47 valedictorian, Alex Barnett. Come on. So in keeping with our tradition for valedictorian, we have a gift. For as long as I've been with MEMS and even before, the valedictorian of every rookie class has received a stethoscope, one of the essential pieces of kit that a pre-hospital care provider needs to have. I got one of these. So it is especially a privilege for me to be able to pass this on to you. Absolutely. If I could have,
Hang on. No, we still got this.
oh, I'm sorry. I was jumping ahead of myself.
We can dance. You want to dance?
Yeah.
It's okay. Hi, everyone. I am Michelle Bentley. I like to be behind the scenes with these kids a lot, but I've been with them from probably day one of them coming in to test for rookie school initially. I also have taken on coming in with them at 7 o'clock in the morning and doing PT with them every morning. This is the first class I've done this with, and it might be the last because Clayton tried to kill me. No. But I did enjoy it. But I got to see a whole nother side of these kids that others don't get to see. I've seen them cry. They come in my office and cry. I've seen them cry out there on the PT up there on the parking deck. But I've seen some people have some victories in doing PT and getting better at what they're doing out there. So a couple of classes ago, Dylan Mistrelli, who is one of our part-time instructors, came up with a kettlebell award. And this award is for somebody who stands out at PT and is working hard and is the motivator for people as we're out there. And no, I did not get the award, even though I was y'all's motivator. But this time we have, oh, you already grabbed yours. We have two people that we could not pick between to actually get this. So the first person decided he needed to bring some sand vest with him every day to PT to show out. But he also was the one who would do extra laps with people when that last group was lagging behind and doing just the different skills. And he would come around and motivate them and say, come on, let's go, you're doing a great job. when I was walking my little lap, he would come around, he'd be like, "You're doing great, Michelle," and I wanted to trip him, but he knows who he is. But Justice, we would like to give you one of the kettlebell awards. Congratulations. All right, our other kettlebell award goes to somebody who is also a cheerleader, and she never let these boys, she stayed with them the whole time. These boys would try to go above, and Miss Savannah was right there with them, was always in their group. She never shied down to just walk with some of the rest of us that walked, including myself. So Savannah, we have you a kettlebell award. You can flip for it. Do a backflip for us. Congratulations.
So I get the pleasure of presenting another award. So I hope everyone here can really appreciate the difficulty of what they've gone through. This is a compressed program. We are shoving information into their brains. And then when we see the information starting to come out of their ears, we plug their ears and we keep shoving more in. And it's a lot. And so to have someone who come in, because the first week everybody's excited and everybody's happy, and then you have this retired Navy SEAL come in and just pummel you every morning before class in physical workout, and then you have to learn all this information. So this person somehow managed throughout to keep a smile, have a glint in their eye, and was each day was just ready to take it on. Now, whether this person was feigning this, I don't know, but we have a Carpe Diem award, which is, what's Carpe Diem? Seize the day, right? And so we would like very much to present this to Cheyenne. Woo!
Between each one? Okay. Rookie 47, will you please stand? We'd like to take this time now to present each of you with your certificate of completion program. Alexandria Barnett. Oh, picture. Savannah Bjork. Taylor Booth. Katie Brill. Megan Cagle. Justice Daniel. Cody Gibson. Kayla Hallmark. Brandon Henson. Cheyenne Martin. Michaela Richardson. Tyler Turner. Amanda Walzonia.
Good morning. I want to give a couple thank yous before our benediction. My first thank you goes out to the MEMS staff for helping us get this far. Also, I want to thank First NLR for letting us host this graduation ceremony. And maybe most importantly, I'd like to thank everyone sitting out there right now. Without you guys, without our support systems, there is absolutely no way that we could have made it. So thank you. I'm here to give the benediction, but instead of bowing your head and closing your eyes, I invite you to hold the hands of the people next to you. Sorry for all the sweaty hands for all the people that just graduated. I invite you to hold hands and take a deep breath. Now let's let the unhurried rhythm of heaven recalibrate our heartbeat as we remind ourselves that we're not alone. Lord, help us to do the most good for the most people. Help us to deny credit for the good and deny shame for the bad. Help us be what people need and make their worst day a little bit better. Help us show patience, remind us that everyone is loved and valued, and above all, I pray that your will be done. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you for joining us. Refreshments are out in the lobby.